All right, let's dive right into this explainer. We are cracking open the creative playbook of a seriously brilliant animated concept, Kicko's Cup, the spirit of Mexico and South Africa. I absolutely love breaking down how these ideas come together, and today we're looking at exactly how you construct a captivating, educational sports story for kids from the ground up. And we're doing it using nothing but the power of animation and a rock-solid message.
So here's our game plan for today. First, we'll meet the World Cup teams. Then, we'll map out the 5-minute game plan, explore the sights, sounds, and stadiums, and finally synthesize the ultimate moral takeaway.
Okay, so before the whistle blows, we need to understand the fundamental goal here. Kicko's Cup is built as the ultimate blend of 2026 World Cup excitement and family-friendly education, specifically targeting kids aged 6 to 12. And the creators did something really smart. By using the electric, larger-than-life atmosphere of a global sporting event, they completely bypassed traditional, boring learning methods. They realized the absolute best way to teach a child is to kind of hide the lesson inside an unforgettable spectacle. It's not just a game, right? It's a lively classroom right out there on the pitch, meticulously designed to hold their attention while delivering real value.
Section 1. Meet the World Cup teams. Let's get right out onto the pitch. Right from minute one, we get an absolute masterclass in visual storytelling. We've got Miguel representing Mexico in this vibrant green, bringing pure cleverness and incredible technical dribbling. And opposing him is Thabo for South Africa, just a blinding speedster in bright yellow. Now, this isn't just some random color choice. Contrasting green and yellow helps a 6-year-old's eyes instantly track the rivalry. They understand the differing playstyles, brains versus pure speed, without needing a single line of exposition. It's an immediate, dynamic contrast that gets kids hyped from the opening frame.
But, every great team needs a reliable support system. So on the sidelines, we have Coach Sophia, who's continually advocating for teamwork and keeping the players grounded. And then, acting as our narrative guide, we have Kicko. Yes, a literal, cheerful, anthropomorphic football. And honestly, it's a fantastic design choice. Think about it. What better mascot to safely guide young kids through the emotional highs and lows of a tense match than the very object they're all chasing? Just, maybe don't think too hard about the physics of players enthusiastically kicking their smiling friend across the field. It's a touch of surreal fun that totally cements that family-friendly vibe.
Section 2. The 5-minute game plan.
5 minutes. That is the psychological sweet spot for young audiences' attention span. And this structure maximizes literally every second. Minute 0 to 1 establishes the world with these massive stadium views and team handshakes. Minute 1 to 2 builds the foundation with the kickoff and initial teamwork. Then, from minute 2 to 3.5, the pacing intentionally shifts into overdrive with explosive football skills. By the time we hit the big moment at minute 4, the tension is completely maxed out because the stakes feel so high that final 30 seconds of resolution and celebration feels genuinely earned. It's just a perfectly calibrated roller coaster.
And right in the middle of that timeline, during that amazing football skills sequence, the animation absolutely hits the gas pedal. We're talking impossible bicycle kicks, dizzying fancy dribbles, and flying acrobatic saves by the goalkeepers. Add in intricate team passing combinations and thunderous crowd reactions to every single play. This sequence is explicitly designed to keep the young audience entirely hooked by delivering pure, unadulterated sports fun before we get to the heavy emotional payoff. It's relentless action that just refuses to let the viewer's eyes wander.
Following that incredible action, we arrive at the climax in Scene 4. And this is where the animation brilliantly subverts your usual sports movie trope. The score is tied, the clock is ticking down, and instead of one arrogant star player hogging the glory for a solo wonder goal, the climax actually relies on both teams working together. The tie-breaking moment is a beautiful, cooperative effort executed with absolute respect for the opponent. It's a massive payoff that perfectly camouflages the educational lesson, collaboration, right inside the thrilling sports action. The kids think they're just watching an epic goal, but they're really absorbing a lesson in humility.
Section 3. Sights, sounds, and stadiums.
The creative brief demands a fascinating dual approach to really ground this animated world. Visually, it relies on this expressive, colorful, Pixar-style 3D animation with dynamic camera angles that feel safe and inviting. But aurally, it doesn't sound like a cartoon at all. It grounds that bright visual world in reality by bombarding the ears with authentic, thrilling soundscapes. We're talking exciting sports commentary, energetic stadium chants, and driving world music. It's a cartoon for the eyes, but a real high-stakes World Cup for the ears. That duality is exactly what makes the universe feel so immersive.
To elevate the energy even further, the they add the final polish. The brief calls for vibrant, sweeping visual effects around the ball and dramatic slow-motion replays. Think about how impactful that is for a kid. By putting glowing, colorful trails on the football and slowing down time right at the point of impact, every single pass and block feels legendary. It literally turns a regular football match into an epic superhero battle, ensuring every major play is larger than life while staying super accessible to a 6-year-old.
Section 4. The ultimate moral takeaway. So, the essence of an entire 90-minute real-world match is distilled into this vital 5-minute message: sportsmanship, teamwork, friendship, respect, and believing in your dreams. And after the match, Miguel, Thibaut, and the rest of the players don't just walk away. The lesson isn't just spoken, it's visually cemented. Underneath a magnificent night sky bursting with fireworks, former rivals Miguel and Thibaut actually exchange jerseys and pose for photos. The World Cup trophy is shining brightly right there, but the true prize highlighted by the animation is their newfound friendship and mutual respect. It's just a beautiful visual reinforcement of everything Coach Sofia and Kicko were advocating for from the very start.
So, whether you are stepping out onto a football pitch, collaborating on a project at work, or just navigating your everyday life, I want to leave you with this thought. How will you champion teamwork and respect today? How can you apply the spirit of Kicko's Cup to your own daily challenges? Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into animated storytelling. Keep learning, keep playing fair, and I will see you in the next explainer.